What is happening, YouTube and weight loss warriors? It's your boy C-Dub, and I'm back with another video. And today I want to tackle a topic about the mental side of weight loss and how we can overcome it. And I'm going to do it right after this. Hey guys, what is happening? If it's your first time clicking on this channel, my name is C-Dub and I lost 125 pounds eating just one meal a day. And I appreciate you clicking on this channel. I hope that you become a subscriber. For all of my subscribers and weight loss warriors, I appreciate you for coming in every single time and watching my videos. You guys mean the world to me. And this topic today is super important because the negativity and self-doubt grows through all of us. In weight loss in particular, especially when you've been morbidly obese for a long time, it's very hard to feel like you're ever going to overcome it. And then on top of that, there's so much information from so many different people and so many different sources. That's confusing and only leads to the problem. And you really get stuck into a situation where you don't know what to do and you don't know how to overcome it, and you feel like these mental hurdles are too much. And I got your back, because I've been there and I've done that. I was morbidly obese for 20 years and I overcame it. So I understand what you're going through and I know what we can tackle to make this better. So the first thing I want to talk about is the simple fact that you got to get out of the negative talk and self-doubt. One of the things we do all the time is we beat ourselves up with should-haves. We look at things and we say, well, we should have done better in our eating choices, or we should have stayed to our eating windows, and we do things like we should have gone to the gym and so forth and so on. And the list of shouldas continue to just grow in all of our lives. And we have to stop using the word we should have. And we have to replace things, and we have to become I must. I must go to the gym. I must eat in my window. It has to be something that has a sense of urgency, something that is important. It has to move up your list of things that need to get done. And that's a big part of it. And how we do that is we create a why. Why are you losing weight? And then once you know why, that why has to be powerful. If that why is, well, I'm losing weight because my boyfriend or husband wants me to, or my girlfriend or wife wants me to, or I'm losing weight because the doctor wanted me to, or I'm losing weight for whatever a superficial reason could be. Whether I want to look good on Instagram, or whether I want more friends, or I want to wear the dress that I wore 10 years ago. If it's something that's simple like that, the chances of you failing are going to grow greatly. But if you say to yourself, I'm losing weight because I want to live longer, because I want to see my grandchildren grow up, I want to be at their wedding, I want to help my kids as they get older. If you have a why that is deep and that is personal and that means something, you're going to have a great deal more success than your why being, well, I just want to look better. So now that you got the why and you figured out, hey, this is important to me, my health is important, and that is my why, or whatever the case is, write that why down so that you don't forget it, so that you can reflect back on that why. So now that you've gotten that written down, the next step to getting over the mental stuff is to change the negativity in our head, because it's going to creep in. We're going to get into tough spots and we're going to be like, God, this stinks. I really don't want to eat in my window today. I'm hungry. I don't feel like it. I don't want to go to the gym. I'm tired of doing this day in. I'm tired of doing this day out. I am in a struggle, and we're all going to have those moments. So what we need to do while we're thinking about it is we need to stop and say, all right, let me write down some things that I've done in my life that I have overcome. And I'm telling you now, all of us have overcome things. So if you're going to say that you're not overcoming anything ever, that's just simply not true. You have overcome many things in your life, and so have I. So just to give you kind of an example of some of those things, I know that I've had 9 knee surgeries and 3 knee replacements. That is an amazing thing to think about, and I'm standing here having lost that weight, knowing that the knee was always an issue and a problem. That's something that I am able to reflect back on. I know that when I first started coaching, I took over a team that was the very bottom of our district. We couldn't win a wrestling match to save our lives. And a few years later, we were winning district championships and we were producing state champion wrestlers. I know that I have done that. I know that I struggled through high school. I barely made it. If it wasn't for wrestling, I would not have even graduated. I had zero interest in college, and I wasn't interested in doing anything academically at all ever again. But then after a few years out of school and struggling to pay my bills and struggling living check to check, I decided maybe it was a good idea to go back to school. I was able to graduate college while having 2 kids and still get in there and grind my classes done and run a business. And that business that I'm talking about totally collapsed because in 2008 the economy collapsed and I lost over $50,000. So not only am I down $50,000, I'm in the middle of going to school and creating more debt there. In the middle of all those struggles, I got 2 kids I got to feed at home. And I buckled down and did what I had to do to get through that period of my life and come out debt-free with a college education and a real job. And then in the process was morbidly obese, and I was able to overcome and fix that. So I can write all of these things down. And I know you've had issues too, whether they were medical, whether they were family, whether they were school related. There have been problems in your life and things that you've overcome. Even if it's as simple as I beat that video game that I struggled with at one point in my life, and I buckled down and played every day until I beat it. You've overcome something. And once you jot those things down, once you start feeling like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore, take a minute, sit down, read the notebook, look back at all the successes you've had in your life and pull from them when it gets hard. And what'll happen is your body will start to get excited again because it remembers deep down in its core how you felt in those moments. And now that you know how you felt in those moments, you can take that information and you can work through the difficult time you're going through. And then you can add the difficult time once you've succeeded past it to the notebook, and the notebook gets bigger and you've overcome more. And the more things you overcome, the more you understand nothing's getting in my way. I'm standing here on the other side of the camera, 41 years old, down 125 pounds. I have accomplished so many great things in my existence, and I know that whatever my mind is set on, I can get done. So I need you to understand that too, because you can do it as well. So once you've gotten that down, once you've gotten your notebook and your whys and all of that straight, there's one other thing you can do, and that's feed positive energy out. And that's going to give you positive energy back. And what do I mean when I say that? The last thing I need you to do is change your greeting of people. So if you're passing somebody and they say, "Hi, how are you doing today?" Your response is what? "I'm doing fine. How are you?" And you two nod heads and you walk past each other, right? We do this interaction with people all of the time, whether it be coworkers or in grocery stores or wherever you are at any given time. It's just a simple greeting. It means nothing to either one of you, and you move on. So the next time you run into somebody and they say, "How are you doing?" no matter what's going on in your life, respond, "Excellent." And see the reaction to the person you say that to. A lot of times they're going to go, "You're doing excellent. Wow, that's awesome." Say, "You're feeling good, huh?" "Yeah, I'm doing super fantastic. It couldn't be better." Then that person is going to say, "Wow, this person is interesting. This person, I want to be like them. I want to feel excellent." So they're going to come by every time they see you, and they're going to ask that question because they're going to get a little bit of that excellent you gave them, that positive energy you pushed on them. A little bit of that's going to come back to you. And come back to them, and they're going to feel better, and they're going to start coming to see you more often, and you're going to have more people doing it, and you're going to surround yourself with people that want your enthusiasm. And as that continues to grow, you're going to feel better about yourself, and eventually you're going to buy into the fact that you're really doing excellent. And that's the beginning of making a big change in who you are and what's getting done. So it seems like a monumental task to wake up tomorrow and say, "You know what, I'm throwing away all negativity and I'm going to do better in my weight loss journey and I'm going to buckle down." But if you take these small steps and you start to get going and you figure out your whys and you get rid of your should-haves and you write down what you need to do, you take all of that and you package it together with a better outward appearance, whether it's genuine or not, and you start to get going on all of those little things, over the course of time, your mind will switch. And if you're doing the fasting protocol day in and day out the right way, the way that it was meant to be, and you're being consistent, you're going to get the results, and those results are going to add into the book that we're talking about, you writing down all your stuff in, and then you've got more things to reflect back on, more positivity, and you create a snowball of goodness. And that's what it's all about. So shift the little things and you'll have big gains. That's a promise. I know the mental side is the toughest side, but you can get through it. And I guarantee you, as you lose weight, the mental side does nothing but get stronger. I feel stronger mentally than I ever have before. I feel like I can move mountains, but I also understand that to move a mountain, you have to do it one pebble at a time. So take the first pebble and move it over and start working on your mountain and get that mountain going. And I got your back while you're doing it. If it's your first time watching one of my videos, please consider subscribing. You're going to see my face pop up right here. That subscription is free, 100% free, but the information that I'm giving you is priceless. The tips and tricks are worth every cent of that free. So click on it, subscribe to me. It would mean a lot, and it would continue to help this channel grow so I can help more people. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.